Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to clean your EGR valve. How do you know when to clean your EGR valve, you may ask? Well, when I attempted to start my car, it just won't rev up properly and behind it was a cloud of smoke. As you can see, my EGR valve is located right here. Now let's just take it off and clean it. Okay, so here are all the tools that you're gonna need. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head one. You're gonna need a 12mm socket, one of this flexible extension, one normal extension, a ratchet and some brake in order to clean off the valve. Okay, so on my car the EGR valve is here, is this one. We're gonna have to unbolt this one, this, there's a screw underneath here and another one here and another one here, and then we can take off the valve. But before you do that, you need to unplug the wiring harness. The wiring harness is located right here. You just need to have the flathead screwdriver that I showed you in the beginning of the video. You pry here, and with the other hand you just need to unplug this one. It comes off fairly easy, and now we can set this aside. Before you start to unscrew the bolts, you have to unplug this conduct right here because it's from the radiator. Now let's just undo these bolts. They are pretty tight, but they come off fairly easy. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the flexible extension that I showed in the beginning of the video to get to this bolt here because the battery is in the way. Okay, so we unscrewed all the bolts. Now it's time to get this off. Just be careful because they have these little gaskets made out of metal here and underneath. As you can see. And here's our valve. Right there is the intake manifold. Okay, so in order to clean this properly, we're gonna undo the motor. Here's a servo motor that controls the valve if it's on and off. In order to do that, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Okay, so I unscrewed all the bolts and these parts just come off. Here is the motor. Now let's clean this. Okay, so for this part I recommend you get some gloves. Mine are a little bit dirty. I'm gonna use this toothbrush to clean off the valve properly. And here we have the valve. Now you get the toothbrush. Make sure that you don't wear nice clothes because they are gonna get messy. So I just took off the spring from this so I can clean it easily. Okay, so after we attach the spring, we just have to put back the motor. Just be careful with in which position you put the motor, because it has the wire harness here. Now let's get this on the car. Okay, as you can see, the sun is out. Let's just put this back on the car. Make sure you put the gaskets right. This one goes here, and you put the valve. Be careful. And this one goes here. Just make sure that the holes line up properly. Now let's get this bracket here for the hose. Okay, now let's tighten up the bolts. Make sure you don't over tighten them, because they are from aluminium and they can strip. Put the hose back in its place. Just don't forget to plug your wiring harness back in until it makes a click. And that should be all. Let's start her up. As you can see, the car ran just fine. That will be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will hear from you next time.